Hey everybody, this is DB69, and we're going right into it with Christopher Sanchez against Zach Gallen. Just gonna get right into this first game. Yes, I know I screwed up the logo on our fonts on our front page, but that's how much I disrespect the Arizona Diamondbacks. I can't stand the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are lower than low to me. I wish they were just gone from the face of the earth. That's how I feel about the Arizona Diamondbacks. So let's just get right into the game today. We're leaving the lineup as it is because I do not respect them.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher in this game, Christopher Sanchez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Fouled off. He was late. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovello. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Gabriel Moreno.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
The Phils have raced out of the gate to start the season. Next offering is down low.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Goes down looking.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Marte, multi-time All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that one finds its way through. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball, no. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. Smith now at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Marte around third. The throw in, but it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now and watches strike one.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Trey Turner at the plate. That one ripped. And no one can get there. Around first and hustling for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Went deep in the ball game last night. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Flying around third is Turner. And it gets by him. And he'll pull into second safely.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Alec Bohm, the next to hit. 0 for 4 in the win last night. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. To first, might be 2. Wide throw, and it gets away. Everybody's going to be safe.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
JT Realmuto steps in, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Fought off foul. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering upstairs.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Kicks and deals. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. That's out to center field. Grichuk nabs it. Runner tags from third. To the plate. Save. It's 3-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
This is Bryson Stott. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Schwarber, the base runner at first with one out. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one just missing inside, and it's 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at-bat.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
2-0.
Ripped to third. They get the force. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. And we're back. Randall Grichuk now.
Center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Sanchez back to work. That's in there. 0-1. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Gabriel Moreno at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out.
I appreciate wanting to move up there, but that ball didn't get very far away. And getting thrown out as a result, sometimes you can be too aggressive on the bases.
Two out, space is empty. And that's outside.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Diamondbacks down quickly. Score holds. It's 3-1. Bottom of the second. Max Kepler at the plate.
For the Phillies, left fielder.
One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On
Brandon
time with everything.
Marsh.
Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
In the dirt. And that's in there at the knees. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one almost got him.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Line and a base hit into right. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Trey Turner now doubled leading off the ball game, then came around to score the first run of the game. And a foul ball. Runners on the corners, no outs. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, Boone, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Harper now.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
And strike 2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And
Ball
1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Hard hit right side. Slings to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Now batting, third baseman Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Singled and scored his first time. There's a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
1 gone, runner at first. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls. 1
Man
strike.
at first, 1 away. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
1-2.
In the dirt. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Gilbert Diaz up and loosening in the pen. Montgomery, a left-hander, also throwing. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher J.T.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Zach Gallen done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
New
Arizona.
pitcher now, Gilbert Diaz.
Number 45.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across bottom half of inning number 2. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Rips that one center field, and he makes the catch. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And he grounds one to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Phils get 3 on this long ball, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. And it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there. Ball 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
To the right side. Takes it to the bag. Steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
No balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, center field. Marsh on the move. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. And now Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
Hard hit to 3rd. Suarez throw to first in time. And a quick out number 1. Now the left fielder, Max Kepler. And first offering is fouled off. Fouled off left side. 1 out, bases empty. Ball 1 there.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Next
2-2.
offering way upstairs. And there's a ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Marte. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they add to their lead. It's 7-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner digs in down, and he gets tied up right there.
0-1.
Softly hit to third. Oh, look at the stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Eugenio Suarez.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
So a man at first. And here's the first baseman, Pavin Smith. RBI single his last time up. There's a strike. Smith, 29 years old. He's usually in right field. Today starting at first. That one down the line, and foul ball.
Well, the ball's going to get to him a lot quicker than it normally does, making that adjustment from right field into first base. And I would say just play a little bit deeper than normal.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's really good
Now
hitting the baseball the other way. So
Lourdes
credit the pitcher
Gurriel
for having him
Jr.
out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Gurriel. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball.
Suarez stands at first with 1 out. That clips the zone, and the count 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after
Now
giving up
batting
the leadoff
center
single.
fielder,
Back-to-back
Randall
strikeouts.
Richard.
So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
So digging in, Randall Grichuk. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now Gabriel Moreno. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Base hit and a run in to score. First and second, 2 outs. Now here is Blaze Alexander. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Into center and a base hit. Grichuk around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. This is Corbin Carroll. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup.
And that's a fair ball. Moreno around third. 1 run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Castellanos squeezes it, and that is that. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Phillies 7 and the Diamondbacks 5. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
First baseman Bryce Harper.
On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, third baseman Alec Bohm.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. He's 2 for 2. Slider for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Next offering is outside. In the air, center field. Grichuk settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated
2
hitter,
outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. That one outside. Ball 1. Swung on, belted. Grichuk going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4. It's the Phillies 7 and the Diamondbacks 5. Back here in Philadelphia, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Ketel Marte. That one missed.
You know, these D-backs showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs. By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to scrape the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Marte gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting.
So up next, Peyton Smith. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Now batting.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
These guys are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Randall Grichuk, 1 for 2.
Randall Grichuk.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
1-1.
In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Marte headed for the plate. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score. And it's a 7-6 game.
Now batting. Catcher.
First and
Gabriel
second,
Moreno.
2 outs. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 7-6 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the speedy catcher, JT Realmuto. Diaz back to work. This one in the air, right field. Carroll moves towards it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next for the Phillies, second baseman.
And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Out to center. Grichuk makes the catch, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. That misses the zone. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So 2 down.
Now
Max
batting,
Kepler
left
stands in
fielder,
for the Phillies.
Max Kepler.
Ripped on the ground to second. And that is the inning. Phillies strand 1 as they still lead by 1. It's 7-6. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Jordan Romano.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Alexander in the box now. Takes strike one. Now one out to right. Castellanos brings it in. One away. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Stop. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. Fastball for a strike. The Phillies leading by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
2 strikes.
2 outs. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first.
That's an out.
And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Phillies 7 and the Diamondbacks 6. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Well, we go bottom 6. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. This to center field. Marte hustling after it. And there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Turner now, and he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
First pitch misses. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That one fouled off. That clips a corner. The shortstop takes the ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one is absolutely belted. That's bad. And that ball is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-6. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here's Bryce Harper.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
That
Ball
one
one.
missing inside. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball three.
And the 3-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one drilled left field. And it hits the fence. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay, and he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
1 out, runner at second. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
There's the strike.
1 ball,
Harper
1 strike.
on third. Bohm over at first with 1 away. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way, and it's gone. A 3-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they tack on 3. It's 11-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Gilbert Diaz won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Now
Now on the mound for the
Arizona,
Diamondbacks, Jordan
number
Montgomery.
52.
And with the big deficit on the
Jordan
scoreboard,
Montgomery.
he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 out, base is empty. And here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. And that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
1 out, runner at second. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. 0 for 3 in this one. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. That
2-1.
one not close. And a count 2-1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Man at first with 1 gone. Nick Castillo.
Excuse me, I'm just checking this real quick. I'm just making sure that we haven't changed Oh my God. Okay. That explains all the hitting that's going on in this game. Okay, it was on Hall of Fame before. I don't know why it was set that way. I apologize. Nothing I could do about it at this point. The game's being played.
At the plate, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls. 1 strike.
Does explain how easy this was. You could see how easy I was able to score all these runs and stuff. But I feel sort of bad about it, but
yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls.
It's just one game overall. Not going to overly affect anything. The veteran is what I have when I play Road to the Show when I'm in the minor leagues. So I have it switched for that. So somehow it kept it switched for here, which I haven't played Road to the Show in a day and a half. So I don't get why it was set that way. Because I was adjusting the profiles.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th.
I was adjusting the profiles last night after the games. I guess the last thing I did was set up the one for Road to the Show. I didn't play any Road to the Show, but I was setting it up.
And the first
So, yeah, that's my bad.
And
overall, Turner got a couple home runs, and Schwarber got a home run. Yeah.
So far,
But you can see the massive difference in offense when we did that, even just for 5 innings. Made a huge difference. But pitching has been the same way the entire time.
I
So
don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen.
that is what it
Did not
is.
expect that location, in my opinion.
Suarez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Boom, goes out to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Smith in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Two down, nobody on. Fastball for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Pitch misses. 3-2 now. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Gurriel, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's in for a strike. And the count even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Goes down looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Deficit holds steady. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The Phillies, left fielder Max Kepler.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Montgomery, in his 9th season, he features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a 4-seamer, and he works in a slider. Foul ball. Tapped softly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Brandon Marsh will hit next. He's already
Now
homered
batting,
here in
the
this
center
one.
fielder, Brandon Marsh.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one.
He's up.
Throw to first, safe.
He's in there.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Trey Turner
Trey
looking for his
Turner.
third home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his second of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed.
And that's the inning. Offense held in check there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Phillies 12 and the Diamondbacks 6. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one is back. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, catcher,
So, man
Gabriel
aboard.
Moreno.
Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner scores from second as they get one back.
Well done. Drives in the run.
Now batting,
Everything was mechanically
designated
sound
hitter,
with that
Blaze
swing right there. I mean, that's
Alexander.
pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel direct.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tyler Phillips won't go any further tonight, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Here's
for
a
the
new
Phillies,
pitcher from the pen, Joe
number
Ross.
41, Joe Ross.
Digging in, Corbin Carroll. He swings and fouls one off.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. In comes the runner from third. 12-9 is our score. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one ripped. And foul as it bangs off the fence.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 12-10.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like. Glove side, but it gets through. Around first, heading for 2. Still slings it to second, and he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. So runner at second, 2 down. Now at the plate, Pavin Smith. That misses, and that's ball 1. That clips the corner. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Suarez rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1. Making a move at first. Pitch running here, Jake McCarthy. Gurriel, the next to hit, takes outside.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
McCarthy, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike 1.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. This one lifted in the air, left field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Phillies lead this one 12-11. Now into the ball game on defense, Josh Naylor. He takes over as the new first baseman. So here is Bryce Harper.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Montgomery back to work. Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws the first. Harper retired.
Now batting, third baseman
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. He's out. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Kyle Schwarber.
And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
And a foul ball.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Gurriel trying to get there. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
the
It's the
Phillies.
top of the ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
50.
mound, Orion Kirkering.
Orion
He's pitching on 2 days
Kirkering.
rest. Here's the center fielder, Randall Grichuk. And the first
1-0.
offering is not close. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down. He's
Now
2
batting
outs
catcher,
away.
Gabriel
Gabriel Moreno
Moreno.
stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Known for his late inning heroics. That's too low. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Crowd locked
no
in
strike.
right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That to right. Castellanos gets under it. He's got it. 2-way down. Diamondbacks down to their final out. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Blaze Alexander.
no.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
So yeah, I feel glad that we won, but kind of disgusted because a lot of the offense that we scored was because we were on veteran for a lot of the game. So it kind of like feels disgusting. At the same time, it feels good. I mean, look at this. I mean, 3-3-1. I mean, it was 12 of our 12 runs were scored on veteran mode. And we're playing Hall of Fame the rest of the way, and we're playing the Hall of Fame in the whole top. So yeah, I think a lot of the runs that I gave up in the 8th inning is just because I'm so disgusted at the fact that I was playing in veteran mode that I really didn't realize I was playing in veteran mode until I basically just figured it out and the light went on in my head saying, look at all these hits that we're getting. I mean, we got 16 hits by everybody. Everybody got a hit. So, kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I can't change the fact that it happened. So, until next time, this is David B69, and it's out.